Hello. So, today is my first attempt to post and upload a video. I have no idea what I'm doing, so y'all gonna have to bear with me. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jessica Taylor, and I am a mom of four who feels like I have quite a bit to give to myself, my family, and to you and to the universe. So, one of the things that I wanted to first discuss was one of the things I would say I would want to first chronicle was my journey with breastfeeding my youngest. So, I'm a mom of four. I have a 19-year-old who's in college. I say that, and every time I say she's 19, and people look at me, and I'm like, but she's in college. Like, don't come for me, okay? I'm 40, yeah, okay, I'm 40. My daughter is 19, but she's in college. She's not just sitting at my house looking crazy. Because you know what? But even if she was, that would be okay too. So, I have a 10-year-old son. I have a 3-year-old daughter, and most recently, I have a 3-month-old daughter. And so I've been trying to think of ways to encourage myself and encourage those around me and encourage the world to keep going, believe in yourself, and you can achieve whatever it is that's in your heart to achieve if you have a sincere heart and you have some help and some support, because you do need help. So, my journey into breastfeeding. That's where we're going to start. I've nursed all of my children for some length of time or another. If it was my oldest, I nursed her for about 3 months. And then after that, I had her when I was 20. So you can guess what kind of fuck shit I was on. I was like, I'm not doing this no more. This hurts. I can't do it. But not only that, I didn't have a good breast pump. And I didn't have a lot of support when it came down to breastfeeding. I was living with my father and his wife, and they didn't come from a generation of breastfeeding. So they hadn't seen it, they weren't exposed to it, and they really couldn't support me with that. And this was before, breastfeeding kind of made its resurgence. I knew I always wanted to do it because I know I was breastfed, and I know my brother was breastfed, and I saw my mom breastfeeding. So I knew I always wanted to do it, but I didn't really have a lot of support. So with my oldest, I didn't nurse that long. With my 10-year-old son, I nursed him for a year. And I learned, he never really got sick. He never had ear infections. He never had colds, really. So, he would catch a little virus here and there, but no fevers, nothing like that, until he became much, much older. So I would really say most recently, he's had like the flu. He actually caught the flu, and he's 10. So that just goes to show you those breastfeeding, it will definitely have your child be immune to things. If you are wondering, what are the benefits of breastfeeding? People always talk about that. What are the benefits of breastfeeding? There are several. We'll get to that. So, my 3-year-old, oh, that one right there. Y'all are going to meet her, because one of the things that we're also going to do on this channel is we are going to do some exercises. We're going to do some whole family exercises, and we are going to do some individual exercises. And this is really just for, again, a channel to encourage you to, be your best self. And part of the ways that you can be your best self is by getting that blood flowing through your body. So you'll see this 3-year-old, you'll meet her. She's very interesting. She's definitely a future CEO. I'll put it like that. She got nursed until she was almost 2. I got a lot of flack for that because, in our community, people, let's just be honest, it's hard to find people who are nursing, let alone people who are nursing their babies past age 1. So the fact that she got nursed until she was almost 2, that was different. That was different for me. That was different for my family. And that was different for people in my inner circle. They really hadn't seen that before. So, and then my 3-month-old, she's currently nursing now. And I have recently taken some steps to go back to my full-time job as an asset and property manager. And so she's in daycare now, and that's been a journey as well. So come with me, stay with me as we chronicle our, I'm not going to say weight loss, because I'm one of those people that has a baby and loses weight. Baby eats me from the inside out. I don't really gain any weight. And so I know everyone's not like me in that regard, but I want to kind of, like I said, get that blood flowing, practice bonding time with the babies and with the children and with the husband. I kind of forgot to mention that I am also married. And, you know, it's when you get married and you're older and you know, we got married. I got married when I was about 36, which, you know, I think most people now, excuse me, are marrying when they are in their, you know, late 30s, early 40s. But, you know, that's what's going on now. That was not always going on. People were usually getting married in their 20s. And so we feel like, you know, we were kind of late bloomers, even though we've known each other for quite a long time. And that's another story. We'll get to that. But since we have been married and since we've had now our 3-year-old and now our 2-year-old, my oldest 2 children are not by my husband. I have known him for a very long time. So since my oldest daughter was about 2, that's how long I've known my husband. But we were not always a couple. We spent a lot of time as being just friends. And that is another thing that we kind of need to talk about. You know, how do you turn that long friendship into your happily ever after? That's something else we're going to get to. So stay tuned to this channel. We'll talk about also things that we are overcoming and things that we are struggling with and things that we're dealing with. You know, and maybe I said that wrong. I think I probably said that in the wrong order, but maybe we're going to talk about things that we are struggling with, things that we are dealing with, and things that we are overcoming. And we have to say it in that order because, you know, you might be struggling with something today, dealing with it tomorrow, and overcoming it the day after that. And that's kind of what is the purpose of this channel, is to get you to a place where you can see what is holding you back, deal with the issue that's holding you back, and then overcome it. Me actually posting this video and figuring out what to do after I record this video to get it uploaded, yeah, that's a journey. But I'm figuring it out. And you know what? First I was struggling with it. Now I'm dealing with it. And once I hit the upload button, I will be overcoming it. So stay tuned. If you liked anything that I had to say, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to this channel. There is so much more to come. And you'll just see me randomly post things. I'll be randomly posting things about my children. I'll be randomly posting things about our working out. I'm not going to call it a weight loss journey because I'm not trying to lose weight. I don't think people should try to lose weight. I think that's actually mean to tell people they need to lose weight. And, you know, maybe they are unhealthy. Maybe they're not. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But I just feel like it's mean to tell somebody they need to lose weight. Instead, we should just get our blood circulating, get that good energy going, get that chi going, get that ka, get that breath, go in and out with your, taking those deep breaths and just letting the space around us know that we are here and we are determined to be a presence. Okay. So, and also bonding with the children. You know, it's interesting to find new ways to bond with those around you. And then also for other people who are dealing with the issues of being in middle life. So not only do I have my 4 children and not only do I have a husband, but we live with my mother-in-law and we are kind of here to take care of her, but it seems as though she's a little resistant to that. And so we'll talk about that too. We'll get into that as well. And we'll also get into, if you're choosing to go back to work and not only be a full-time mom, which when you have a child, that each child is like having a job, and then having a husband, that's also like having a job, and then taking care of your mother-in-law. Well, that's another job. So I am a regular, working workaholic because I got like 6, 7 jobs plus a full-time job. So we'll talk about how to balance that too. And the reason we're talking about it is because I ain't learned it yet.